All right, cameraman Stan, what are we going to do this week? This week we're talking about deployed. And I don't know if I even really know what that word means.
Wait, my granddad was in the army and he was deployed and he flew planes.
So, we need to learn to fly. Okay, but I don't have an airplane. What do we do?
I've been working on something. Hear me out.
Are you sure about this?
Absolutely. Are you ready?
Wait, one more thing. Okay, now I'm ready.
What are you doing?
I'm being deployed! Right, cameraman Stan?
Yeah, I saw this in a movie.
This isn't deployed. Deployed is about going where Jesus tells you to go, not cameraman Stan.
Oh, yeah, that makes a lot more sense. We were way off.
Yep.
Okay, well, worth a shot. All right, let's go back to the studio and figure this out.
All right.
Well, welcome back to the 5Ds. It's certainly been an interesting day.
Wow, I am really glad that you stopped us from whatever it was we were doing, but that was not deployed. So, what did you say deployed means again?
Deployed means that we are gonna go wherever Jesus tells us to go, and we are gonna do whatever Jesus tells us to do.
That is so good. I'm so excited to talk about deployed, and we're right in the middle of our series on the 5Ds, and we've been learning them. Why don't you guys stand on up, and we are gonna practice them all together. Here we go. You ready? They are
Decision, dunked, delivered, discipled, and deployed.
Woo! Nice work. You guys are getting good at this. Okay, here we go. One more time. Decision, dunked, delivered, discipled,
and deployed.
Okay, now I want you guys to say it as loud as you can and as fast as you can.
With the hand motions?
With the hand motions.
Okay.
Here we go. Get ready. 3, 2, 1. Wow. I'm a little worn out. Okay, what are we talking about this week again?
Today we're talking about deployed.
Oh, yeah. And I think, do we have a Bible story? And that would really help me understand what this word means.
We do have a Bible story. Let's check it out right now.
Slapstick Theater. Aquila and Priscilla. This is Aquila, who was a Jewish man who was married to Priscilla.
Hi!
They lived in Italy until Claudius Caesar forced all of the Jews to move out of Rome.
Get out of here.
So they went to live in Corinth. There, they worked as tent makers and met Paul,
Hey,
who told people about Jesus.
hey, come on.
Paul lived and worked with Aquila and Priscilla while he was in Corinth, telling people about Jesus. Aquila and Priscilla went on a trip with Paul to the port of Ephesus.
Wait, see you in a bit.
While they were in Ephesus, they heard a man preaching named Apollos
That's me.
Hey, wait up!
Huh?
and taught him more about God.
Oh, all right.
They remained friends with Paul
Yeah!
and helped him in his mission to tell people about Jesus.
Hey, thanks for that.
They once even risked their lives for Paul.
Oh, thanks for that too.
When Aquila and Priscilla went back to Corinth, they gathered people to their home for church. Paul told the people in a letter that he was thankful for Aquila and Priscilla and their service to the church.
Wow. All right, guys, that was an awesome Bible story. I love how Priscilla and Aquila, no matter where they went or where Jesus took them, they were always doing the things that Jesus told them to do. They were sharing the gospel with people, loving people. It's amazing. Which brings us to our next part of the video. You ready? It's time for Explain It. Okay, so Natalie helped me understand a little bit more about what deployed means. So deployed is like when the leader of an army sends his troops to go to a particular place so they can do something to help win the battle. And in the same way, God deploys us to all kinds of places to do all kinds of work for his kingdom. And let's think about, what are the things that Jesus asks us to do? He asks us to love other people and to care about them. He asks us to make disciples and help people learn how to obey Jesus. He asks us to take care of other people's needs and serve them and help them. And basically, he asks us to just be like Jesus no matter where we are. So, what does it mean to be deployed? It means to go wherever Jesus tells us to go and to do whatever Jesus tells us to do. So, Natalie, what is it that we can do to be deployed?
Let's do it!
So what do we do when we are deployed? So I want you to think right now, where are the places that God has placed you? Maybe it's at school, maybe it's with some friends, maybe it's your neighborhood or your family or a sports team. So this week, what are things that you can do? Let's think about it. So at school, you can talk with your friends. You can tell them about Jesus. You can read the Bible together. You can ask them if you can disciple them. And in your neighborhood or with your family, you guys can look around and see, where is there a need? Who can we serve? Who can we pray for? Who can we love in our neighborhood? And sometimes God calls us to go somewhere new. Maybe it's a new part of the city, maybe it's a new friend at school, and sometimes he tells us to go to a different nation or country to tell people about Jesus. So right now I have a video from a couple of our friends that live in different countries. They're living with their families and they're telling people about Jesus. Let's check it out.
Hi, my name is Lou. I live in South Africa, and I have been inviting this girl over to my house every weekend, and just a few weeks ago she got baptized and started to follow Jesus. Hi, my name is Lily. I live in the Middle East, and I'm going to tell you a story about God telling me to do something right instead of hurting someone. And so one day these kids were trying to throw rocks at us, and then we came up there and then we bought some lollipops and gave it to them, and I felt like God was really pleased.
Wow, thank you so much. We love hearing from our friends that live in different nations. Remember, being deployed means to go wherever Jesus tells you to go and do whatever Jesus tells you to do. So right now, I want you to stop and we're going to take a moment to listen to Jesus and ask him, Jesus, this week, where do you want me to go and what do you want me to do? That's amazing. So remember, God has specific things for you to do this week. All right, that's all we have for today. We'll see you guys later. Bye.